Sunshine, sunshine.
So this is where
I think I found it now.
I like to come and ground.
What I've been looking for, isn't it beautiful? It's got my head all up in
Beautiful trees.
the clouds. I think I found it now.
So grounding is something that I've found to be extremely beneficial and to help with peace of mind, general emotional balance. Right? When I'm feeling out of sorts, if I come and ground, it feels amazing. Right? And it only takes 15 minutes, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a knot. That's my tree, right? Because it's so cool. This is the tree that I like to sit under. There's other ones. This is a cool tree as well. They're all cool trees, man. This is Mimosa hostilis. It's actually the source of DMT. There's DMT on the bark root. So this is where I come to ground and chill out. It's something that I found to be extremely useful in my sense of well-being. My ability to navigate this world and not feel like I'm pulling my hair out or want to smash my head against the brick wall or smash my head against someone else's head or get nasty and aggressive and potentially violent and all of that. I really don't want to do any of that. That's not me. So I come here and I sit down and I smoke and I close my eyes and I just connect, right? Connect to the earth. It's another good thing as well. Take the shoes off, right? And just sit here and don't think. And as soon as I start to think, stop and appreciate what I'm seeing. Not everybody can do this, man. This is like, I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky to be doing this. I'm really lucky that I was brought here. I was brought here. I was on the streets in Malaga. How the heck do you think I was going to get to Tenerife? From the streets in Malaga to Tenerife. That was, as far as I'm concerned, that was God, right? That was God did that. Or what I'll call God. That's a triggering word, isn't it? God. So what I'll call God, the divine, omnipotent being responsible for creating this realm, because that's how I roll. That's what I think. That's what I think's happened. Prove to me that God is real. Prove it. Prove God's real. Yeah, but you don't think that God is real. You don't believe that God is real, or the Creator, or whatever you want to call it, the Almighty, the Most High. You don't think it is real. In fact, you believe it's not real. How do I change your beliefs? You're asking for something that man has not been able to provide for as long as we've been here. Hence all the confusion. That's why we've got so many different versions of, denominations of religion. Right? Religion. Religion. I'm going to start bringing a bloody cushion down here, I think, or a towel or something I can roll up and sit on. But the whole point is that I find a lot, so much value in grounding. Just sitting here and looking out, right? And if you want, you could do it the whole proper, I can't do the lotus position, right? I actually can't even get my legs crossed properly. That's as far down as my legs will go. I can't really cross them properly. You can do that and hum. You don't need to do any of that. You can. It enhances it. It's good. It feels weird. It feels silly when you first start doing it. It doesn't feel so bad when there's no one around, right? You don't have to do it. All you have to do is sit here in silence. Well, don't sit here. You can come and sit here if you want. That would be awesome if you came and sat here. Not while I'm sat here, though. And if I come down here and you're sat here, I'm going to be like, oh, someone's sat on my spot. That white butterfly. I wonder if the white butterfly will come over here. Come over here, white butterfly. Don't make me look stupid. I'm just going to ignore it. Maybe it'll come over. So I'm watching all these youngsters. I guess I can say that now because I'm 48 years old. And next year I'll be 49. And that means that the year after that, I'll be 50.
I'm in my prime!
So these youngsters are all coming out and telling us all how it is, man. They're telling everybody how it is now. Look, this is how it is. They've been lying to us the whole time. I've been trying to tell you that since 2013. So I'm really happy. I'm really happy because what I set out to achieve in 2013, because I was sharing stuff on Facebook, right? From 2009 through till 2018, so for almost 10 years I was sharing stuff on Facebook, and it ended up getting me put in a sandbox. And, freedom of speech, not freedom of reach, isn't that what they say? Let me show you what I can see. So this is my view while I'm grounding. And the thing is, even now, even though I'm not sat here not thinking about stuff, and obviously I am thinking about stuff now, but even if you are, just the fact that you're sat here, sat on the ground under a tree, right, surrounded by nature, you don't have to be totally surrounded by trees like this. If you're in the city, right, you don't have to be like this. It's a slight angle, but hey, this new selfie tripod, extendable tripod thing, it's pretty good. That's one thing I've stopped doing a lot. I don't wear my sunglasses as much anymore as well. That's another one of these things, right, that you learn as you're awakening. You learn that there's these things that you wish you'd been more aware of when you were younger. Look at that cloud, man, that's really cool. Things like the fact that, the sunlight, if you get lots of sun at sunrise, when the sun's coming up, if you stare at it or next to it while the sun's coming up, the UV and the different light, so the different lights that you absorb through your eyes at sunrise and sunset, it's really important for serotonin production. Serotonin turns into melatonin, not the one, no, that's in your skin. The one that's in your brain. That's not the one that makes your skin brown. That's melatonin or melatonin. I don't know. There's melatonin, whatever. There's one that makes your skin brown, right? And you get a tan, and then there's one in your brain that helps you sleep. So serotonin turns into the one in your brain that makes you sleep. So it's really important. And we're wearing sunglasses all the time. My eyes used to be really sensitive to the sun, and so I always made sure I had a nice pair of sunglasses, right? Polarized sunglasses. Now I've been not wearing the sunglasses so much, my eyes have got more used to the light, and feel so much better for it. I get energy from the light, right? So here's my thing. This is my hypothesis. This is what I think's going on. Each one of us is a singularity. We're a singularity of conscious, sentient intelligence, manifested into a physical body that's designed perfectly to negotiate this physical realm that we're in. The white butterfly's back. Maybe I've got the dual cam. Oh, there's two more over there. I've got the dual cam on, so it's filming out this camera. I love this, filming this camera and it's filming me. So we're singularity, sentient, autonomous, unique. There is only one you, right? There might be other people like you, but there's only one you. There's only one me. There might be people out there like me, but there's only one me. I am this vessel that's here now with consciousness that calls himself Richie and Richard and 007, the controversial music man, and Richie Richmeister, Trickster, Tricky, anything but Rick, Ricky or Dick. There's just one of me. There's nobody else like me. There's nobody else that is me. And like I said earlier, I can never be you, and you can never be me. So I will never know what life is like to actually be you. And you, likewise, you will never know what life is like to actually be me. Right? So you and I wandering through this life, trying to make sense of what we can agree with other people, with everybody else, what we can agree to be real. We're walking around in a physical, what we call reality. And what I'd like to do is introduce not a new word, just a word that isn't used enough. I've not heard it used enough, because we talk about what's real and we talk about reality. But if somebody doesn't agree with what they've heard, then they say things like, "Nah, that can't be real. That can't be real, man. That can't be." And it's generally always things that they haven't actually seen themselves. And if their perception will not allow them, if their perception says, "No, I can't perceive that happening. No, that wouldn't happen. That can't be real." But what if it is real? Then maybe it should be redefined, not real, but actual. There is actual reality that we will call objective reality, is actual reality that everybody can agree on. This is a pair of sunglasses. They're used to shield the eyes from the so-called harmful sun's rays. And everybody can agree with that, right? Because these sunglasses are actual. You can see them. I'm holding them. I mean, it's debatable as to whether I'm actual, or maybe I'm AI. What do you think I could be? AI could have made me look a lot fucking better, couldn't it? Anyway, right? These are actual sunglasses, and we can all agree that they're actual sunglasses, right? But if I was to tell you that these sunglasses aren't actually sunglasses, these sunglasses are actually X-ray glasses, and I can see not only inside your body, and I can, like an X-ray of your body, but I can also determine what mood you're in and what you're going to do next. These are magical sunglasses. Do you agree on that? Do you agree that these are magical sunglasses? They are actually magical sunglasses that allow me to do incredible things. I'm going to venture a guess. I'm going to say that no, you don't agree with that. That's not real. That's not actual. They are actually sunglasses, but they're not really magical X-ray glasses. So we have to agree on what's real and what is reality. And we talk about multiple realities and parallel realities as if they're science fiction. But if you really engage your brain and you think about it, you are living a parallel reality to the one that I'm living right now. You and I are living in parallel realities. where most things are the same. The things that are actual, they don't change. They're here, they're materially manifest and they're actual. So they don't change. Only our perception of them changes, right? And if your perception can change, that means that the perception that you have could potentially maybe be wrong, and it's possible to change it to something different. So that means that whatever your perception is might not actually be what's actual, right? We'll only say it's real if we agree with you. So you and I are walking around and things are actually happening for us and to us and around us. And we are actually taking actions that affect change, right? But the whole time, what's actually happening is filtering through layers and layers of filters that are set by perception. They're defined by perceptions. So let's take, for example, a devout Roman Catholic is going to look at the world in a completely different way to a devout Muslim. What's the difference between the two? Normally, invariably, naturally, it's because the devout Catholic was brought up as a devout Catholic, and the devout Muslim was brought up as a devout Muslim. So they probably live in different countries, but maybe not if it's in the UK. Or, not if you're in Jerusalem. Right? The point is that two different people grow up with two different perceptions of what we will call God, and what we will call creation, and what we will call the universe. But universe, unicycle, university, universal. Uni means uni, or uni means one. So universe means one verse. Well, that made sense to me because it was like, well, there's only one actual reality, isn't there? There's only one actuality that's playing out here. There's not multiple actualities playing out here. But I just glossed over that. My mum used to say to me, Richard, you are not the center of the universe. So I used to try and, encompass that and appreciate that and embody that. I'm not the center of the universe. The world does not revolve around me. But as I've got older, what I've realized is my experience does. My experience of this world revolves around me. My universe, my take on this world, my take on all of this, it revolves around me and how I'm perceiving everything going on, right? So, although I'm not the center of the actual world on which we live, it's not that the entire world revolves around me. My experience of this world, my experience of this universe, my perception of this universe and everything in it, and everyone in it, and myself and everything, all does revolve around me. But there are potentially, and we're just going to say this number because it's the commonly accepted number. I personally don't believe it. There's far fewer people on the earth, but we'll say 8 billion. There's 8 billion people walking around on this earth who their experience is revolving around them. Their perceptions revolve based on their own experience, which is everything's happening to and around each one of us, right? So you and I, walking around, having this experience, each one of us is having what is essentially a unique subjective experience. And we all try and agree with each other on what is real, what are we really experiencing in this actual reality, this actual objective reality. And we don't all agree on it. And especially now, right? Especially now, we do not all agree on what's going on in this reality. There's nothing but confusion and chaos. And the trouble is, not one of us has really been educated in how to navigate this actual realm. Because this actual realm is a place where we're meant to be recreating life and recreating just things, beautiful things. You think of the architecture that there used to be back in the day, thousands of years ago, all this architecture, but back in the day, thousands of years ago, that we can't even replicate now, right? We can't do the things that they used to do all the way back then. We're not capable. And each one of us is walking around having our own completely subjective, unique experience of this actual reality. Arguing about what's happening. And not appreciating the fact that, yeah, maybe this whole idea of having, oh, it's my truth. I've got my truth. I'm living my truth, man. I'm living my truth. Right? Okay, well, live your truth. Your truth might not be other people's truth. They might not agree with that truth. And they don't have to agree with it either, because it might not be true for them. But you know what we do have to agree on? That's what's true for everybody. What's true for everybody is that we're all facing the same problems. We're all facing the same issues. Look at every single person that's walking past right now. Every single person that passes me on the street while we're walking, we've all got the same issues. Every one of us, to different degrees. You all know what my issues are, I told you, because I asked for help, because I'm not getting any help from anywhere else. So I say, please can you donate to my channel? Please can you make a donation to my PayPal or Ko-fi? Because I've got no other source of income. I'm not able to work, probably for political reasons, because of the amount that I've been speaking out against official narratives and against governments and against corporations and against the pharmaceutical industry, calling out COVID for what it was right from the beginning, calling out the Ukraine war for what it was right from the moment I found out about it, calling out the elections for what they are, calling out the English government for what it is, calling out the church for what it is, calling out the institutions for what they are, right? And as a result, for the last 4 years, I've not been able to find any work. And I don't get any help from the government here. I don't get any benefits. I don't claim any benefits. I don't want to live off the system. I don't want to live off the state. But for 8 years, I've been pumping out content on YouTube, telling people all the things that people are making, like, they're making bucks now. There's people making bank, telling you all the stuff that I've been telling you for the last 8 years for free. And so here I am in this position where I've not really got much choice other than to ask for help. And that's a humiliating thing for a man that's always, done his best to take care of himself. And for 5 years on this island, I was doing exceptionally well. There was one point where I was earning nearly €1,000 a week. Why didn't you save that money, Rich? Why didn't you save that money? And then maybe you wouldn't be in this trouble now if you'd been more sensible with your money. Well, nobody taught me how to be sensible with money. What can I say? Anyway, let's go down to the beach. Let's go down to my favourite little spot to continue this talk. I love it. I love this spot. All these people having their own subjective experience. unique, totally unique. It's funny because I've just been grounding, and all of the tension and the wanted to toy on stuff I wanted to say. I wanted to talk about things, right? And then I go grounding and chill out for 20 minutes or whatever it actually was in the end. And now by the time I get down here to the beach, to the sea, I'm so chilled. I just want to sit in silence, man. I don't need to talk. Who needs to talk? Just sit here and enjoy this. In fact, let me give you the full sound, the proper sound. So I'm actually going to call it a day on this video here, and I'd like to ask you to subscribe. Please like and share the video. If you subscribe and click the bell, I've got another video coming straight after this one, a continuation of this, with a bit of sunset and just some more rambling, me rambling by the sea. So if you're into that, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.